Hey, I'm Aja A, and welcome to Sunshine Haze. Don't forget to check out all the links that I have listed down in the description box, and if you like the video, please give me a little thumbs up. If you have any questions after the video is over, feel free to drop them down below. I try to respond to everyone. And if you all know people interested in astrology, numerology, tarot, or whatever I'm talking about on this channel, go on and send them this link. And don't forget to hit subscribe. And of course, thanks for tuning in and rocking with me. May this info help y'all live your best lives. Peace. Welcome back to Sunshine Haze Co. I'm Aja A. This is the October Tarot forecast. This video is for the Aries, Aries Sun, Aries Moon, and Aries Rising. So before I get started with your reading, if you feel like what I'm saying isn't resonating with you, go on and check out your moon and or rising sign, which I do have linked down below in the description box, all right? We are in October, so it's hella videos that I'd like y'all to watch. We start the month off with the Aries full moon. That video is linked down there. Throughout October, we'll be dealing with Virgo lunar cycle energy and Libra lunar cycle energy. So the Virgo new moon and Libra new moon videos will be linked down in the description box as well. We got Mars and Mercury retrograding this month, as well as we are still in the retrograde cluster with all the other planets. So the retrograde playlist series is down there. And with that being said, I know these retrogrades, Mars and Mercury, they affect us on a more physical level. I know they are taking us out. So I'm offering a sale on those. My retrograde readings are normally $40. You can get a Mars or Mercury retrograde reading for half off, only $20. If you want to book one with me, my Etsy shop is linked down below. Go on and support a black business, support a black-owned business like Sunshine Haze Co. I truly appreciate it. And yeah, let's get into it, y'all. This is going to be your typical 4-card spread looking at the overall energy for the month of October. Any challenges or obstacles that you might be facing during this next month. And because we're dealing with your opposite sign, Libra, energy for most of the month, we're going to be looking at where you need to bring in some balance, Aries, okay? And as always, a quick little soul message, something extra for you to take away with you from this spread. So let's get into it. First card that you've got coming up here is in the position of the overall energy. And you've got, this isn't with these cards in your spread, which I'll get to them in a minute. This is you've got an interesting spread, Aries. I'm just going to put it to you like that, and I'm going to keep it very real with y'all. For those of you that are new, I keep my readings very real, very honest. If you don't like that, I would suggest going to watch some other reader, okay? Because you guys have some tough cards coming up here, and I'm going to just kick game to you, and hopefully what I tell you can provide you with some insight and maybe some guidance for this month to help see you through, okay? You've got Go the Distance for your first card. This is the overall energy for you, but I first want to talk about the numerology. This card has 47 on it, which is, it breaks down to 11, which carries a master number energy. 11 is the number of enlightenment and healing. And so the month of October, I get this sense that might be a little heavy for you, Aries. There might be some things going on that you may not necessarily be wanting to deal with. I'm not entirely sure what that could be just from looking at your cards, but what I do get is that there could be a situation in which when I pull this card, Go the Distance usually comes up for people who are either like right there, they've almost achieved their goals, or it comes up for people who are in situations who are weary of their situations but need a little bit of encouragement. So what I'm getting here is that, Aries, a lot of you, some of you may be in a situation, might be dealing with something. And I don't know if it's a person, a place, or a thing. I just get that there is some sort of something in your lives, Aries, that you could be dealing with in October that you may not necessarily be wanting to deal with, but you're very much so in a position to where you're like, I'm already here. I have to do this. Like you're not in a position to where you can walk away from whatever this situation is. You do have to kind of see it through. So with that being said, whatever the situation is, I'm not going to tell you to just give it up to walk away. I'm going to tell you to see it through for the reasons that it needs to be seen through. And some of you probably know what I mean when I say that, because I don't know what I'm saying to you. I have no idea what that means. But for some of you guys, you probably just in a situation where there's a certain aspect of it that you literally cannot walk away from. So you have to make sure that that aspect plays out how it needs to. However, that's the only part of this Go the Distance. Whatever that aspect is where this 11 master number energy is coming in. There are going to be some realizations, some epiphanies coming in for you during this month, Aries. And whatever those epiphanies or realizations are, I will say that they may not be the most positive. But I mean, listen, I'm giving you the real now, so you'll be prepared, okay? So whatever this is, just understand that if it's something that you want to walk away from in its entirety, there's something that you do have to see through before you can do that. You are going to need to go the distance in this aspect, okay? I'm going to go into your crossing card because this is where this go the distance gets a little messed up, right? Not messed up, but there's some information here for y'all, okay? You've got the Knave of Swords, which is the Page of Swords, which is the carrier of the energy of the suit, which is the swords is the what am I trying to say to you guys? The swords is what is happening is literally the energy of this card right now. Swords is the air element. You've got the Scribe of Ma'at on this card in this Egyptian tarot deck. This card carries messages. With this being a crossing energy for you in this spread, I get that there could be some jumbled communications. There are definitely some messages that are coming in for you during this month, Aries. And with the card crossing, I get that you are not hearing them. They're being blocked, or you are just blatantly disregarding them. And okay. Y'all didn't want me to say. Oh man, okay, so that was funny. That was the wildest like stop I've ever had. Y'all didn't want me to say that, so I'm gonna go with there are some things, Aries, that you have noticed. There are some things that you have seen in regards to this situation. Probably some things that people have told you in regards to this situation that you are not willing to accept as truth. You are either lying to yourself about the situation. You are either seeing the things and saying, oh, this is giving some sort of other scenario to these things. Oh, this is happening because of this. Not because of X, Y, and Z. No, it's happening because of this. You bullshitting yourself. You got cross messages coming in here. And the way that y'all's energy just stopped me from saying, hey, you know what's going on, but you don't want to deal with it. That's what it is. So whatever that situation is, Aries, you have to... one, complete out whatever cycle it is in that situation, or complete out whatever task it is in that situation that's already been started that has to be finished. However, I'm also going to put the message in here that you're going to have to go the distance to actually tackle this Knave of Swords energy head on. With that being said, two messages there. The jumbled communications could be coming in spiritually. Spiritually, they could be coming in as dreams. They could be coming in as angel numbers, as numerology messages, as animal messages. People could be slipping up in conversations, saying things that don't make sense for them to be saying, but make complete sense to you. And when these things happen, Aries, turn your card into an upright position. Take in the messages. Process the messages. Listen to what is being said, fill out what is being shown to you, and you know, act accordingly. And honestly, this is what it is. You got the Death card and where you need to bring in balance. So I kept saying there's a situation, Aries, that you know you just no longer want to be in. There's a situation that you just no longer want to deal with, or it's a situation that you are not supposed to be in. I'll put it to you like that. But you've somehow gotten yourself into this position to where you are somehow, it's almost like you're contracted into this situation right now. There's something that you have done or some sort of move that was made that puts you in a spot to where you cannot walk away from it right now. This is where you need to bring in balance. You've got the goddess, or the god, the god of Anubis, the god of death, you got Anubis, the god of death on this card here. And what I get with this is as you are going the distance and wrapping up whatever it is that needs to be wrapped up, you are also going to have to face that once that's wrapped up, whatever this situation is might be coming to a close, or that it needs to come to a close. There is also the possibility of a loss around you that can shake things up a little bit. And with that being said, you may need to step back from certain situations. But I more so pick up on you're just going to have to really process and accept what you're going to have to walk away from, or what no longer is in the month of October. And a message that I want to give to you, Aries, you guys are your cardinal, right? So you like to get things started. You like to keep the fire going. You like to keep the wheels turning. However, in situations, especially in situations regarding karmic things, if you stay in them longer than you're supposed to, if you do something that's not supposed to be done in that situation that puts you into this position of where you're now attached, that's when things start to hit the fan. When your energy lingers where it doesn't need to be is when things start to get a little crazy. So Aries, there's something going on that you have to deal with, that you just have to see through. But you need to pay attention to what's being shown to you while this is happening, okay? Pay attention. And this is, remember, 11, enlightenment. There's going to be things coming to the surface. And Aries, you're going to have to come out of, that's not what I want, so I don't believe it. You're going to have to slide into, oh, this is the real. We are in your opposite sign. And this is probably why it's a little hectic for you right now. We have your full moon during this month. You've also got that death card here, release, right? You are in a space during the month of October, Aries, to where you really have to tap into your opposite sign's energy and bring in the justice of knowing and the clarity of that air element of knowing what it is that's going on, what it is that you need to let go of, what it is that you need to walk away from. But you have to finish out what you've started because you put yourself in the position to do so, okay? Last card that I have coming up in your spread is your soul message. And you've got dormant. And with this card here, what I get from this message is that things are going to get a little wild for you during this month. But after you go through the motions, you have a period of quiet, a period of solitude, a period of reset that you really need to take advantage of. You're spending a lot of energy during this month with this go the distance card and the death card here. And you've got it amplified with this carrier of the energy of the suit, of that air element. So for you, whatever is happening during this time, you're going to have to give yourself some rest afterwards. And also with this card here, I would like to give you the message of when things start to get a little overwhelming during this month, and I'll keep it real with y'all. I'm a life path 11. 11 energy is intense, and it can be, especially when there are things that need to be healed and need to be transmuted and need to be shifted. 11 energy can be very intense. It can be very heavy. So when you get to points during this month where things start to feel overwhelming, you have to train yourself not to be so Aries and not to just keep going with that fire. And you are going to have to literally take a nap, like cool out, cool down, chill. Everything that's supposed to play out is going to play out how it needs to. And it's going to do so whether you run yourself ragged or not. Why run yourself ragged? Just go through the motions. Allow everything that's supposed to transpire during this month. Do your learning from it. Grow from it. And rest when you need rest. Because rest is going to be very important for you during this month. This card is just coming up here. This is going to be a lot that you're jumbling during the month of October, Aries. And I mean, like I said, I'll keep it real with you, and it's probably going to be a little overwhelming at times. So when you, like I said, when you feel overwhelmed, you are going to have to remove yourself, to realign yourself, to bring yourself back into peace. If you do not do that, Aries, you can find yourself in a very stressed out, assed out, anxious or depressed position, and that is not what we need from you guys. We don't need that, okay? So take your rest when you need to take your rest. Cool. If you're into meditations, I would definitely do some meditations surrounding releasing pent up or stagnant or dense or negative energies, and also meditations to where you can relax, okay? Work with some blue chakra stones, some blue chakra stones, work with some blue stones, some purple stones, also some crown chakra stones and some root chakra stones to ground yourself in your peace and your zen, okay? And that's all I got for you, Aries. If you feel like you need to book your own personal reading, feel free to do so with me. I've got my Etsy shop link down below. I hope this reading found you well, but if you need a little bit more insight, I do offer a spread called Find Your Zen, which is just a spread to kind of pinpoint what's really stressing you out and then give you some insight in how to tackle it and how to work through it and how to heal also. Again, Etsy shop link down below. Support Black businesses. And yeah, like I said, that's all I got for you. I hope this reading found you well. I will catch y'all next time. Thanks for tuning in. Peace.